Last episode, we fell out of the FA Cup at the hands of Manchester City, and now with all eyes on the Premier League, it's time to kick things into gear. Hey, what's going on, guys? Respect the Jeff here with another episode in this Chelsea career heating up as we come towards not only the end of this season, but of the career, and it's all eyes, like I said, on the Premier League and winning this title that I have yet to win for the channel. We got a ton of games coming up in these next two episodes, including Roma in the Champions League, but a ton of league action. It's Fulham, our first opponents. Let's do this. Alright, here we go. No time to waste. Chelsea have some points to chase down here in the league. And we had a little bit of a stuttering run of form at the end of last episode, and we'll be hoping that we can turn that around. Timo Werner hasn't quite been in his usual goal-scoring form that we've come to know and expect from him, and hopefully this can be a turning point for him as well. Tammy Abraham across the face of goal, looking for Timo Werner, overhead kick, and Chelsea still yet to find the back of the net. 20 minutes gone here, and Fulham with the first real opportunity in the form of Perez. Mendy rushing out to get there, and he can't. It's dinked over the goalkeeper, and that is poor decision-making from Chelsea as we fall down one goal behind to Fulham here, and who really look to be kicking things up a gear since that goal. Another chance in the box here. This time, Mendy makes the save, and Chelsea find themselves kind of hanging on here. This is a very important game for us, and nothing less than a win can be expected here if we want to really push for the league title. And Timo Werner looking to make that difference, and Rodak makes the save. Chelsea really at least need a goal here to start to turn the tides. Hakim Ziyech finds the feet of Hudson-Odoi, who slips it through, and Loftus-Cheek finishes. Not the prettiest goal, but it is a goal nonetheless. No, it's not. It's offsides, and Chelsea still yet to find anything. Second half here, hopefully this can make a little bit of a difference with Timo Werner curling one into the far post. That time it's going to count. Let's grab that ball and look for a second here. Chelsea need to do better, that's for sure. Timo Werner hopefully now finding his feet once again, looking to make that happen. Takes his man on 1v1, and again, looked very similar to the first goal, but this time doesn't find the back of the net. Conte crumpling down after a nasty challenge there in midfield, but Chelsea continue to move on here. Tammy Abraham adding a little bit of flair to that one. Hakim Ziyech taking on the goalkeeper with a little bit of skill, and unfortunately it is saved. Puts it back across the face of goal, and it's inches above the head of Loftus-Cheek, who can't convert it. And unfortunately for us, called back there. Conte is going to have to come off. And that's going to hurt one of our best players this season. Mason Mount coming on to look to make a difference here. Zaha inside, a little flick over the defender, and Abraham not too far off at all, is it? Saved by the defense though. And unfortunately for us, with 20 minutes left, we are still in search of a goal, but Mason Mount steps up and he finishes cool as you like past the goalkeeper. Well, it's not good news at all that Conte's out injured, but if we're going to bring on Mason Mount and make him have that kind of an impact right away, it might be a trade-off we are willing to take there. Little stutter step to send the goalkeeper the wrong way, and he just slots it right past him. Such a composed finish from such a great goal-scoring central midfielder. He's turning out to be such a player, Mason Mount, and he is leading us to many good results this season. Tammy Abraham doing the defensive work up top, and he closes it down just like that, winning the ball back. Looking for options, and here he has Mason Mount again, little step over, and how about that, grabs his second to put this game to bed. Chelsea 3, Fulham 1, and it's Mason Mount scoring again. Well, if the first goal was a cool one, you like to see him just really calmly take that one past the goalkeeper, step over again to send him the wrong way, and he just puts it into the corner. Chelsea 3, Fulham 1, great win, 3 points for us, and hopefully this is us turning things around. It was a really good performance, maybe not against the best team in the league, but we can only play the opposition put in front of us, and now we move on. Alright, well, this one hurts, guys. 2 months and N'Golo Kante will be out. So we're without our star central midfielder, but we got to make do with the squad that we have, and we're straight back into action now, this time against Newcastle. Alright, here we go in search of another win, this time away at St. James Park, and Newcastle definitely not having the best of seasons here, so obviously we will be favorites to win. I'm a little hesitant to say that because I feel like whenever I do, we end up not getting the best results against these types of teams, and Newcastle looking to make that happen with a goal straight off the bat here, 5 minutes in. Not the best from our defense, but we find ourselves chasing the game already so early into the match, and Chelsea need all of these points. Tammy Abraham with a shot straight at the goalkeeper, and he cleans it up. Not the best stuff you'll ever see from a goalkeeper to parry it straight back into the feet of Abraham, or the head of Abraham rather, but it is a great finish once again from our striker, who delivers time and time again this season. He is having a lovely time out there in a Chelsea jersey. Timo Werner, oh, how about that? Didn't think that one was going in. A shot from a tight angle around the goalkeeper. And how about this guy too? Abraham and Timo Werner, between the two of them, scoring so many goals here. Abraham goes for the little chip in the second half, and that was not far off at all. Little dink over the goalkeeper, and he is feeling confident. Tammy Abraham, our young striker, really starting to fill those shoes up top, alongside Duvan Zapata in terms of competition, and both of them honestly having great seasons here. Newcastle are taken down a little tighter than we would have liked. 2-1 the final result, but it's 3 points just the same, isn't it? Chelsea definitely back to winning ways now, and we move on. All right, well, break in league action. At least we've picked up 6 points from those last 2 matches as we look to get back to a little bit of a consistent run of form here, and it's the round of 16. Roma in the Champions League. A lot of big names left in the competition here, and we'll be hoping we can go through. Obviously, we won it last season, so we will be maybe favorites to go through in terms of the team we have on paper and the runs we made last season, so we'll see what we can do this time around. If you guys want to check out the squad and the detailed stats, check out my website, respectthejeff.com. You can comment on players you think are doing well or poorly, and really get a better sense for the team. So we take on Roma up next, and with all eyes on the Champions League, let's do this. All right, here we go. A huge occasion. Round of 16. We've kicked off the knockout rounds of the Champions League, and with things really heating up here, we fell out of the EFL Cup and the FA Cup, so really our last shots at silverware for this season are here against Roma in the Champions League. If we can make a better run past them, as well as in the league, we have to take down Liverpool, which is no easy task as they are several points ahead of us at this point here. Mason Mount gets the start after a great performance in that last time out. Ziyech can't quite get the shot off, and Chelsea with most of the pressure here on Roma as we continue to build that up. Chilwell in a crossing position puts it back to the back post. Not bad at all. Hakim Ziyech, not necessarily the one you'd expect to be putting that one into the corner with a header, but he does it, and we'll take it. He's also having a great little bit of goal-scoring form here, but Mendy unfortunately gives the ball away, and it's just too easy. Roma draw level. Edward Mendy not having the best run of form recently. A couple mistakes in these last couple matches that are starting to cost us here in Chelsea as we find ourselves back on level terms. Again, a goal put in by Roma here after a little bit of play. Pellegrini finds the back of the net to take them in front, and Chelsea definitely have a game to chase now. And across these two legs, we got to be careful here. Chance in the box here. Declan Rice caught out after a really poor challenge, you gotta say there, and Roma find a third, and they are running rampant up top here. Munir this time. The game not particularly looking in our favor here in the first half, where it's important for us to find some of these away goals. Roma with a chance to make it 4. I don't know where this offense is coming from, but we are struggling to deal with them coming into the second half here. It's definitely not over. Saka, little dance around the box. Winks sets up Ben Yedder, who slides it through, and it's another goal. 4-1 Chelsea. I don't know what's happening. We are falling apart here. Credit to Roma, I guess. A really good play up top, moving the ball around quick and finding the space, but Chelsea, you gotta say, have to do a better job marking, and we got a game to chase now. 3 goals behind. Tammy Abraham looking to change something here. Mason Mount sets up Timo Werner to at least pull one back with 15 minutes left, and Chelsea definitely have to step up to the challenge here with things really not looking to be going too well. Ben Chilwell out on the wings. Can we make another opportunity? Yes, what a goal from Hakim Ziyech. Pick that ball up. A couple minutes left here. Could we make it 4-4? It's been a crazy game so far. Goals from all over the pitch, and Chelsea definitely not the favorite team based on the performance we've seen so far. So game ends 4-3. We have a second leg to take it back to, and I guess on the bright spot, we did get 3 away goals. All right, well, another player injured. Wilfried Zaha coming on as a sub and picking up an injury. He's out for 3 months. It's that dreaded broken toe injury that plagued us last season, and hopefully we won't have a bad run of that again. Taking a look at the league after those last 2 wins, we are back up to second. Man, you have slipped up. We have a game in hand too, so actually, guys, if we win this next one, we could be top of the league. What a huge occasion for Chelsea. And I'm excited about this one. Let's get straight to it. West Ham, our next opponents. It's a trip back to London to face off with the Hammers, and let's get right to it. All right, well, this is the moment we've all been waiting for, guys. We take on West Ham with a chance to go top of the league. Liverpool finally having slipped up, and with 2 wins in our last 2 matches, we do have enough points with a game in hand to take ourselves just ahead of them. But that is a big if. We need the win out here, and West Ham are no pushovers in this save. Timo Werner, the chance, in through, on goal. Chelsea find it 5 minutes in, and we are up for the challenge. Let's make it happen here. Goal so early in the match, still a lot of game left to play. But let's just keep this one going. Great stuff again from a great player, Timo Werner. despite having a little patch there where he wasn't scoring as much as we'd expect. Seems to be back to his best now, getting himself in behind with his pace and finishing with that lethal precision that we have come to know and love from our winger/striker. Definitely playing more out on the left-hand side, but always has an eye for goal, that is for sure. West Ham, though, looking to pull one back here, but some good defending keeps things in front for Chelsea here. Timo Werner dancing his way through the back line, eventually poked away, but he's really looking confident these days, isn't he? Our forward. Hakim Ziyech looking to slide through Loftus-Cheek. A little touch around the defender, and he can't quite get that to come off for him, but Chelsea really pushing hard here for a second, and this time Ziyech is slipped through with not too many options to the back post. Timo Werner, header from distance. It's going to take a lot to beat the goalkeeper from that kind of angle, but he sure gave it a shot anyways, didn't he? Tammy Abraham finds Reece James out wide, again looking for Timo Werner at the back post this time, and Chelsea just giving it everything they got. Desperate for a second here, but we got to be careful defensively to make sure we don't concede. And West Ham, a good play shaping up there, but Reece James sticks himself in front of that, and a good defensive work once again keeps Chelsea in front in this game, albeit narrowly. Still only one goal in front here. Tammy Abraham waiting for the runs. Timo Werner, is he offsides? No, still going here, cutting inside. Good defensive work, and then finally the shot is blocked. West Ham hanging on here, not a lot of time left. All we got to do is just see this one out. It's flicked back down, and Chelsea see it out. A very narrow win, but those 3 points take us top of the league. We've been waiting all season for this moment, and now our fate is in our hands. It's a big ask, but if we could win for the rest of the season, as things stand, we will be going top. We just got to rely on ourselves to stay consistent, and hopefully Liverpool and Man U can just stay enough points off of us that we do come away top of the league here. Great stuff from Chelsea once again, and we move on. All right, well, second leg against Roma, and we go in with our heads held high after a huge win there in the league that keeps us top, or sends us top of the Premier League, rather. But we have a deficit to overturn here, and let's do it. All right, here we go. Crazy match in our first leg against Roma, 4-3, the final score. On the bright side, we did get 3 away goals, so even just a 1-0 victory here would carry us through. But we have to make that happen first, and that's the tough spot. Roma have been incredible, really. They put up a great performance against us. If we can't keep that attack under control this time around, we are surely headed for an early exit here in the knockout rounds of the Champions League. And Isaac up top, looking for a way through again. Mendy gets a foot to it, and barely. Chelsea already kind of on the back foot here as Roma start the game really hot up top, and they are a lot to handle, I gotta say. It's a lot, too, because our defense has been so good this season. It just shows how great they've been. Mason Mount shot from distance, not too far off at all. He had the dip on it. Good form from the young central midfielder. We've seen him hit a couple shots from distance recently. He hasn't scored too many. A lot of them end up getting saved from the goalkeepers, but he definitely has an eye for goal from that kind of range. Roma now getting forwards. Been an entertaining match so far, but a little dink to the back post. Again, Mendy out there to make the save, and he's keeping us in this one. The goalkeeper made a mistake in the first leg, but so far in the second, he has been great. Zuma closing down Munir, and again, across the face, a goal, a shot, and Mendy makes yet another save. Chelsea barely hanging on here. Roma definitely the better team so far, and something's got to give here. Ziyech waiting for a run through. Can't quite find it. Mason Mount all the way out wide now with Tavares, who has space to run into and the pace to make the most of it. What can he do? Up here with Mason Mount, laid off. Abraham, little give and go. Ziyech can't quite slip that pass through, and Roma's defense stands up to the challenge here. Declan Rice winning the ball back, but apparently unfairly as the referee gives away a free kick right at the edge of the area. Ben Yedder, thought that was going in, but it's just wide of the post here, and the scoreline remains level. Definitely an exciting match still, but a little lower of a goal-scoring tally than last time out. This time Hudson-Odoi in behind, and he challenges the goalkeeper who makes the save. Timo Werner yanked down maybe? Fell down in the box, but nothing given there. Timo Werner taking his man on and still going. Werner, looking for Abraham, or Zapata rather, up top, and he can't find him. 60 minutes played here, and Roma, great build-up play, and they find the opening goal. Unfortunately for us, this puts us on a bit of a pinch here. Now we need 2 goals with half an hour left, and Roma, they're just so much to contain, aren't they? That was great play once again. Did our all to throw numbers at that one, and it's a clever little back heel that finds its way through. Fair play to them. That is absolutely outstanding stuff. Nothing Mendy can do about a save there in Chelsea with a game to chase here. Desperate for a goal once again. Mason Mount testing the keeper, but unable to get it past him and into the back of the net, and Chelsea really struggling to find a goal here. Great first touch. It was on target too. Great shot, you gotta say, and it's just the diving hands of the goalkeeper that managed to keep that one out. And Chelsea with only 10 minutes left now. Azpilicueta Desperate ball into the box, isn't it? And unfortunately for us, doesn't find the feet of anyone. Chelsea really looking lost here in this game. And with not a lot of time left now, we do look to be doomed. Unfortunately, Roma just keeping possession, passing it in circles. And that's it. 3-5, the final aggregate result, and Chelsea are out of the Champions League after a really hard-fought 2 legs here against Roma. We gave it our all, but unfortunately it just wasn't enough. You gotta say, outclassed. They look to be a great team. I'll be keeping an eye on them for the rest of their run here in the Champions League. They really gave it to us. Their offense is really something to behold. So we're out of the Champions League. All eyes on the Premier League now. It's our final competition left, and we just gotta make the most of what we've got in front of us for the rest of the season here. All right, well, looking at some of these results here, Inter Milan going through as well, and some other big names moving through to the quarterfinals of the Champions League, which we will not be a part of this time around, but it's right back to the league, and Southampton, our next opponents. I want to shake off that loss and get back to winning ways, so let's take on our next opponents right here. All right, here we go, back into action. Southampton, next opponents, not having the best season, are they? Chelsea really definitely favorites to win this one, but we just have to get out there and make it happen. Mason Mount gets the start again, put in a couple good performances despite not scoring in that last match. He had some really good shots in at goal, and if we want to get ourselves ahead, I think he might be our key out of the middle of the pitch, especially alongside Ziyech and Loftus-Cheek, who's kind of filling in for Conte in that more defensive role in the absence of our preferred defensive midfielder. The 3 of them really are an outstanding trio in the center of the pitch. Ziyech not quite linking up here with Abraham, but retains possession regardless. Timo Werner, little give and go here. Looking for the return. Abraham finds him. Oh, how about that for a goal? Werner really threatening this episode. Goal after goal. And he gets yet another one here against Southampton. Great link-up play with Tammy Abraham, who's showing that he can not only score goals, but be a target man up top and really play off the other strikers and just kind of lay them through into space. He really has an eye for a pass to Tammy Abraham. Slid that one through perfectly in stride for Werner. Didn't even need to take a touch. First-time shot, and it is a goal for Chelsea. Southampton not about to give this one up though, top of the box through Cutrone, and Reece James cutting inside to send that one away. Reece James alongside Declan Rice, the 2 of them just throwing numbers at the ball here. And Southampton really pushing hard for a goal, but can't quite find it. Second half here, Chelsea still going. Mason Mount top of the box. Looking for a little give and go maybe here. Hakim Ziyech finds the return. Mount again, and another shot from distance. Another save from a goalkeeper. Mason Mount just can't score from those, can he? Again, looking at it, it's a great touch and really a quality shot too. It was on target. A little curler towards the far post, but he gets a wrist to it. Not far enough in front of the goalkeeper here. Nathan Redmond, great footwork, but it is denied by Kurt Zouma, who stands him up. 15 minutes left, and it's a really familiar story for Chelsea here. Only 1 goal up, and we need to make it 2 here if we don't want to if we want to avoid conceding here late in the match and dropping points once again. It's ours to lose at this point. We are still top of the league, and Timo Werner here taking it outside. What can he do? Oh, taking his man on, still going. Werner clips it up. Oh, that's just a little too hard at Abraham. What a goal that would have been. Ziyech, another chance for another goal for Chelsea, looking for the head of Mason Mount. Maybe not going to get his head on that over a center back. Not the tallest Mason Mount, but Chelsea piling the pressure on here late in the match. Werner cutting inside, going for it, and another save by the goalkeeper. This time Zapata, the one to gather it up. 7 minutes left, and he's driven back here. Duvan Zapata looking for a give and go with Gilmore. Oh, trying to sneak one through for Loftus-Cheek. Not too far off. Doesn't matter though. The game does end 1-0 Chelsea. A narrow win again for another 3-point game. We take the points and we stay top of the league for now. Only a couple games left in the season, and honestly, things really starting to shape up here for Chelsea, and we are looking good. All right, well, Liverpool do have a game in hand. They've played 1 more than us, so they've retaken that first place spot, but it's ours to lose at this point. If we win our next match, we will go top once again. Really tight top of the league this season. 30 games played, 8 remaining, and anything could happen here. We play Liverpool, City, and Spurs in our 3 final matches, so it's really going to come down to the wire this season. I think that head-to-head match against Liverpool might be the one that decides the fate of our season here. Arsenal, our next opponent's not too easy at all. Close London derby, but we'll hopefully come away with a win here. Let's get straight to it. I want to keep our winning streak alive and at least see if we can take top of the league again. Let's get to it. All right, here we go. A big match against Arsenal, who are also desperate for points after slipping up a little bit and want to try to finish top 4 this season. But Chelsea, with a league in mind, this game is going to carry huge importance for us. importance for us. Nothing less than a win would be satisfactory here, because that would keep Liverpool top of the table. And with games starting to run out this season, every point counts more than ever here. Mason Mount looking for a little dink through for Tammy Abraham, a little too light on that touch. Chelsea unable to find a goal just yet, but Mason Mount doing the hard defensive work here, and he's really starting to establish himself in this team, not only scoring goals and assisting goals, but winning the ball back, and his work rate is just outstanding. Tammy Abraham, without any clear-cut options, goes for goal himself. It is blocked, and neither team 25 minutes in able to find a goal here. Foul given away by Chelsea, and Arsenal off the free kick here from some distance. It is headed towards goal and in the back of the net. Nothing many could do about that one. We got a mountain to climb here. Chelsea, a goal down after a very tight opening half hour or so, and unfortunately for us, that means we need to get a win here. I mean, it's definitely doable for us. Don't get me wrong, but it won't be easy against a team like Arsenal, who have defended really well so far. Tammy Abraham waiting for that run. Mason Mount trying to pick one out for Loftus-Cheek. He's in the box, cutting it back. Mason Mount takes a touch. How about that rocket into the top corner? And Mount does it once again. He is having an outstanding episode, let alone season, controlling things in the middle of the pitch. And you can't ask for any better than that. A touchdown. It wasn't a great pass into his feet either. He had to chest it down and just send it off the volley into the top of the net. Let's take a look at that replay. Loftus-Cheek just with a little return pass, held his man off too. Good strength, and he is scythed down at the end of the play there, but it doesn't matter as it did result in a goal. Some new faces coming out now. Hudson-Odoi out wide. Timo Werner looking for a goal here, and can we find it? Mason Mount slipping through. Tammy Abraham, surely, oh, it's saved by the goalkeeper and over the bar. 8 minutes left. Things not necessarily looking great for Chelsea's odds to win this one, but Tammy Abraham steps up, heads it through on a corner. Maybe not the prettiest goal you'll see all season, but we'll take it. You're going to send it to that 6'4" striker all day long on corners, and he's going to finish at least some of them. And it's come at a good time for us, too, with Chelsea chasing this game. Hopefully this is the chance that secures 3 big points for us. Arsenal desperate to make something happen, though. In the final seconds of this game, Chelsea just send that one forward. All we need to do is see this one out. Tammy Abraham, taking his man on. I gotta say, kind of poor defending there, but he's still going. Tammy Abraham looking for the little back heel, and surely that's game. Arsenal picking the ball back up, but it doesn't matter. Chelsea 2, Arsenal 1. A very, very narrow win, but it is a win again. We keep our 1-goal leads remaining here as we pick up 3 points against Arsenal and keep ourselves top of the league over Liverpool. This is going to be a real nail-biter here at the end of the season, isn't it? It was a real close game, you got to say. Fair play to Arsenal, but it was Chelsea who came out on top. Abraham, the star man, once again. All right, well, we take on West Brom up next, who will definitely be favorites to win against in 8 games remaining. Anything could happen with the tail end of the season coming up fast, and it all will come next episode. It's going to be a crazy end as we take on all 8 in one episode. And in the meantime, thank you to the coaching staff who's responsible for helping me make decisions on these series. So if you're interested in playing a role and really shaping the way that these careers end up happening, consider joining the team and go to patreon.com/respectthejeff, or at least throw me a subscription to this channel. Helps out so much with my ability to make content, and I'll be back soon with next episode. But until then, I'm Respect the Jeff, and I'll see you next time.